We're in the second year of the Whitehorse Asset Map project, and so this is a reflection as to where we are now. Fortunately, we have two returning student government scholars, Leona Endeschi and Andrina Silas, who are really serving as the institutional memory of this project. In fact, they were instrumental in guiding 12 new STUCO scholars in a discussion about what is community. So they prepared for their first mapping event, which was in conjunction with another event that they were designing, a teen walk with elders, which is inspired by the night walks with teenagers that were happening in Canada. They worked with the Whitehorse Unity Club and Utah Navajo Health Systems to support this first teen walk with elders, and then were able to take advantage of community coming together to map people who had not been previously contacted. What was really gratifying is former student council members joined in. They truly understand the importance of this project, and they, along with Leona, for example, were really instrumental in teaching new student council members as well as other community members about this project. So after this project happened, we all came together as a class to reflect upon it because some members were not able to attend due to transportation reasons. So this was an opportunity for all of us to talk about it together. And so they used group work procedures where in groups of 4, they designated a presenter, a leader, a timekeeper, and a note taker. And then using academic language frames and a think, ink, pair, share, squared process, they were able to reflect upon that first mapping event that happened during the walk. So I love this image because Kaysen, who at the beginning of the year was really reluctant to talk to people he didn't know, came up and presented this idea, which is just perfect because what he said is we now know in order to create a community asset map, you have to get out of your comfort zone and talk with people you've never seen. And so we went on from there to talk about what we don't understand to this point or what we felt we still needed to learn about community asset mapping. And I feel the scholars came up with really solid questions about it, such as how do we update the information, how do we use the map long term, and looking at challenges like communication and how do we bring the community together, and how do we do all of this in a very positive way. So the individual scholars used academic language to frame, synthesize, and reflect upon the process to this point, as well as its challenges. So this is the Think Inc. portion. In their small groups, then, they consolidated their ideas and they synthesized their thoughts, and then the presenter from the group came up and shared with the whole group. So this was the pair, share, squared portion of the reflection. And I really think they came up with very solid thoughts, which are now guiding us in moving forward in the asset mapping process. They really understand how developing communication skills and leadership skills are going to take us out of our comfort zones. They also understand that learning and understanding your role is an important part of the leadership. And they realize the importance of developing these skills. As far as keeping the asset map current and relevant, they understand that need to keep it updated every year, the importance of mapping new people as they come into the community, and also how do you have small meetups to keep the process and the communication moving forward. They also, in looking at the long-term use of the map, they understand how it can be used to be sending out emails to communicate with the community, how a digital copy is going to be really important to accompany the visual art piece, which is put away right now due to cultural reasons, but also how that map can be used to start thinking about projects for the community. So in my own synthesis of the process, there were really 4 key things that came to mind. First, that each person who becomes involved in the Whitehorse Community Asset Map Project needs the opportunity to learn about and internalize the meaning of community. It's so helpful to have scholars with an institutional memory of the meanings and processes because they really do provide important peer leadership for engaging additional team members as well as community members. As we grow, partnerships become essential in moving this project forward. And finally, it is really important to leave space for changes and growth in the asset mapping process. Patience and persistence are key.